You're watching TimesXP. I am Driti Atri, and here are the biggest stories that are making headlines across the globe today. So let's start with it. Nalin Haley sparks immigration controversy here. Nalin Haley, 24, son of Nikki Haley, has called for ending mass immigration in the United States, calling the country already has too many people and too few jobs, which has kind of sparked massive online debate about fairness and opportunity. H-1B visa debate here. Haley suggested that states should kind of stop the H-1B visas for foreign workers, referring to Trump's rule of charging $100,000 for the new applications, a move that critics say ignored the benefits that immigrants bring to the United States economy. Mehdi Hassan responds. Well, journalists Mehdi Hassan highlighted the irony of Haley's stance by pointing out that his grandfather immigrated from India, sparking a heated argument online about family history and immigration as well. Social media backlash. Well, many online users called out Haley for hypocrisy, reminding him that his family benefited from immigration policies, which made the debate go viral across social media platforms. Rising immigration tensions. Well, the controversy reflects broader political divides in the US over immigration and job security, with some Americans demanding stricter rules, while others, well, they emphasize immigration contribution, showing how personal history and politics collide together. Indian nationals deported. Well, the Indian Ministry of External Affairs reports 1,563 Indian nationals have been deported so far this particular year, highlighting ongoing US immigration enforcement and the legal challenges faced by many. United States-Canada trade tensions. President Trump ended all the trade ties with Canada, accusing Ottawa of egregious behavior following its TV campaign criticizing the US tariffs, marking a sharp decline in previously friendly trade relationships. Tariff standoff. Well, Trump insists tariffs are essential for the US national security, while Canada explores market beyond the US, a standoff that experts warn could hurt both the nation's economy. Economic ripple effects here. Well, trade tensions may disrupt the key industries such as auto, manufacturing, agriculture, and even energy, potentially rising the prices for consumers and threatening North American supply chain as well. Turkey eyes Gaza role. Turkey has indicated that it may send troops into Gaza to support the peacekeeping, while an 81-member Turkish rescue team is all ready to provide humanitarian aid, a move that Israel views as a potential security threat. US support for Turkey here? Maybe. Well, Washington believes that Turkey could help stabilize Gaza's fragile ceasefire through humanitarian effort and monitoring, even though Israel warns that foreign troops, they can actually worsen the border tension. Potential Middle East shift here. Turkey's presence in Gaza could increase Hamas's influence while aiding the civilians and rebuilding efforts. But here analysts question that the region's power dynamics remain extremely fragile for now. Venezuela tensions rising. US bomber recently flew near Venezuelan airspace in a show of force, while Trump warned of powerful drug cartels, causing concern among Latin American nations about potential military action. Trump labels cartels as ISIS of Western Hemisphere. That's right. Trump's comparison of Latin American drug networks to ISIS sparked international concern and escalated tensions with Venezuela and neighboring countries as well. Defense warning. United States Secretary of State Pete Hegseth, he vows to hunt down cartel leaders, while Maduro dismissed the claims as propaganda, signaling a higher risk of intervention than before. Night Stalkers deployed. Well, elite US Special Forces known as Night Stalkers are positioned near Venezuelan border just to conduct surveillance and map the key targets, raising a lot of fear of possible covert operation against Maduro's regime. Hezbollah in Latin America. US officials report that Hezbollah has established criminal network in Venezuela, including drug smuggling, gold trading, and money laundering, which, by the way, are allegedly funding Iran's global influence. Iran criticizes Trump Iranian official Ali Larijani compared Trump to Hitler, condemning his peace through strength policy as intimidation, reflecting rising tension between Washington and Tehran. Gaza ceasefire at risk. Turkey's UN envoy has urged the world to protect the fragile ceasefire in Gaza, calling on global powers to enforce peace on the ground just to prevent renewed violence in the region. US-Israel friction here. US Vice President Mr. J.D. Vance called Israel's West Bank annexation vote very stupid, calling it undermine peace effort and highlighting growing tensions between the US and its close allies. Smotrich insults Saudi Arabia. That's right, Israel's finance minister Smotrich, he mocked Saudi crown prince, saying that keep riding camels in the desert. And that too during peace talks, sparking a lot of outrage among Arab nations and their media. Arab world outrage. Saudi Arabia and other Arab leaders condemned Smotrich's remark, which by the way threatened progress in Israel-Saudi normalization talks and risk derailing delicate diplomacy in that particular region. Israel internal divide here. Well, the comments also caused outrage within Israel and opposition leaders criticizing Smotrich's ultra-nationalist stance, while foreign ministries downplay the whole impact, revealing deep divisions in their own government. California truck crash. Illegal migrant Jashanpreet Singh, allegedly high on drugs, well, he's accused of a deadly 18-wheeler crash in California that killed 3 people, creating a lot of chaos and flames on the highway. Alternative to detention policy in spotlight right now, Singh had been released under Biden's immigration policy while awaiting hearing, highlighting concern that such policies may fail to prevent the dangerous incidents like this one. Truck safety concern, well, Singh did not have a commercial driver's license also, raising a lot of questions about how unqualified drivers operate heavy vehicles, and authorities, they have also issued a detainer for deportation after criminal charges. Repeat incidents here. Similar deadly accidents involving Indian-born truckers have happened recently, prompting public debate over road safety and immigration policies and call for stricter actions. United States-Venezuela relation is tense right now, with night stalkers deployed and intelligence operations ongoing. It is the expert that warned that Latin America could face a major power showdown, while Washington's action, well, they are closely monitored by global allies and the rivals. Middle East diplomacy fragile here. The Gaza ceasefire, West Bank annexation and Turkey's humanitarian mission continues to test regional stability, with every single decision carrying high stakes for peace and security. Global eyes on US. From immigration controversies to military standoffs, Washington's decisions are shaping international perceptions, and allies and rivals alike are watching closely as these developments influence global policies and security. That's a wrap-up of our 30 news bulletins from around the globe. From Gaza to Venezuela, from US to China, tensions are rising and stakes are high, and we all hope for peace and light to guide troubled nations. Stay tuned with TimesXP for continuous updates. I am Driti Atri, keeping you informed on every single news that matters the most.